2, 1. Hello, bright and shiny beacons of light. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation, coming to you live from Basalt, Colorado, just outside Aspen. Woohoo! With our last YouTube Live of 2019. And we are so incredibly excited for 2020 ahead, not just to get 2019 behind us, because it's been one heck of an interesting year, but because we have so much good way. So I want to talk with you tonight about how to disrupt yourself, what that means, what that looks like, why it's so important to throw a monkey in your wheel. So sorry, monkey. First off, with that said, we are doing a format change for the new year. What does that mean? It means that we're going to be giving you a lot of shorter videos. We're going to be making our longer videos more entertaining, more cinematic, more like a roller coaster ride, more music, more incredible footage, more everything to really change up how we're doing things, to disrupt what we're doing and make things more interesting for you and make things easier for us. So if you listen, we're going to be going from 5 days a week to 3 days a week. We will still have 2 book interviews a week. We'll have a CJ Liu show a week. And then we will be having at least 4, if not 5 YouTube videos a week. So if you're on YouTube, none of the content goes down, but the content does get refined. We've got a new editor, a new uploader. We're doing everything we can to flip our heads, to flip everything on its head for the new year. And that's what I want to talk with you about tonight. In essence, we're disrupting ourselves, we're disrupting our lives, and we're literally, this means I'm meddling, going to be disrupting the self-help video world. So before we talk about that, a few quick things. First off, our automatic writing program, new and improved, is now live. We've had some website challenges. Oh my gosh. But if you go over to automaticwriting.com, it will now be marked as safe, and you can get in and get the program for a third of its usual cost. And we've loaded it up with at least a dozen more videos. We have many more videos to come. It's the number one tool for helping us to be able to think about it this way. If you could tap into God, source, universe, angels, guides, and say, hey guys, what's going on with my life? How do I get unstuck? If you could tap into it, that's what you get in automatic writing. That's why we tap into it each and every day, automaticwriting.com. Secondly, if you want to support the show for the holidays, for moving forward, please come on over to patreon.com, patreon.com/Inspire Nation and support the show. Your $7 a month contribution goes a huge way to helping us put out a monumental quantity of content, for giving you the lives, for giving you all the amazing shows you like, and all of the content that we give you. Plus, you get lots of behind the scenes stuff as well. Go to patreon.com/Inspire Nation. Lastly, if you want to get in coaching in 2020 and you don't want to have to wait till next summer, you may have to wait till February at this point, but you want to come on over to inspirenationshow.com/coaching and sign up for a free strategy session with me, specifically if and only if you are interested in paid coaching. If so, come on over to inspirenationshow.com/coaching. Again, this is our last live for the year. So if you have any questions, be sure you get them in tonight. All right. What does it mean to disrupt yourself? And I meant to bring Whitney Johnson's book over here. She has an amazing book. We had her on the show last week about disrupting yourself, or becoming a disruptor in your life, at your job, in your industry, at your workplace, in your home, of flipping things on their head. A disruptor is somebody who gets out of their normal pattern, or gets out of the way that things have been done in the past. So for instance, for ourselves, we have interviews on YouTube where you have an introduction, you have a start, you have the guest tell about their life, you continue, and then you wrap things up, which is a good, solid format. But it's also the way things have always been done. And honestly, between you and me, nobody really makes it to the end of the shows. They make it a little bit less than halfway, and then they, whoop, and then they either go to something else or they get away from their computer. So we're disrupting things by saying, how can we make it more entertaining? How can we make it more engaging? How can we make a show that you want to sit on the edge of your seat, and minute for minute or second for second, you get even more good stuff out of it? That's disrupting an industry. That's what we're going to be doing on the self-help things. For ourselves, we're looking at our schedules and challenging each one of our assumptions, saying, do we need to work this many hours a day? Do we need to be sitting this many hours a day? How about coaching sessions? How about interviews? How about even when we eat and what we eat? For instance, Jessica has gone crazy this week using something called a
air fryer.
And are you having fun disrupting your diet with a
Temporarily, but I think I might have met my donut max.
These are vegan-ish, supposedly healthy donuts, of which I did not ask for. I have been the benefactor of, but it is a way of looking and getting outside of our paradigms. I had no idea we'd be bringing up a donut maker tonight. However, I have an exercise for you. Well, first off, why? Why do we want to disrupt our lives? Because we get in patterns, we get in ruts. The number one reason that people come to me for coaching is that they feel stuck. And we feel stuck because we say it is as it is. There is no more dangerous statement in the universe, perhaps, than it is as it is. It is as it is allows for atrocities to take place. I can't do anything about it. It is as it is. It allows for us to stay in a rut. Well, I can't change anything. It is as it is. It allows us to feel down or to feel disempowered. It is as it is. Well, I'm here to challenge you tonight and say it is as it was as it was, for no more. If we challenge ourselves, if we challenge every single one of our assumptions, what we're doing, what we're feeling, how we're doing, how we're feeling, and look at every single time we go on autopilot in life, we will literally pull back the reins, take control of our lives, and be able to pivot almost on a dime. We're not talking about taking months or years to transition. We're talking about changing your life in days by disrupting your patterns. So I've got homework for you tonight. You thought you were going to get off easy. 2 homework assignments that I have. First off is I want you to get a spreadsheet, get some graph paper. Oh my God, does anybody still use graph paper? And I want you to make 3 columns. And the first column, I want you to write out assumptions that you're making in your life. Assumption, I have to get to work by 7:30. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Assumption, I need to be vegan. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Assumption, I like listening to this live. I hope you do. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Get all of the assumptions down. The way you think, the way you act, what you do when, who you hang with, everything. Particularly the things that are sacrilege. Put down your religious beliefs even. I know I'm getting really, really scary here in our assumptions. Column A, assumptions. Column B, is this absolutely positively true without a shadow of a doubt? I like vanilla. Are you absolutely sure? Well, actually, I don't like vanilla. I don't like vanilla. Are you absolutely sure? Well, maybe you need to taste a bunch of vanillas and see if that's true. Is this absolutely true? Question that assumption. And then column 3, how can I disrupt this? So for ourselves, we've been recording 4 to 5 shows a week. So what we put down is we need to record 4 to 5 shows a week. Then we go to the second column. Is that absolutely true? I'm not so sure it is. Maybe we can actually turn out better quality, something Jessica has been talking about for years, with less quantity, and turn out a better product that helps people more. What's my disruption? What's my action? Well, let's hire an editor who can help us translate the vision that I have in my head of making a roller coaster ride for people and see how that comes out. So I want you to step away from this tonight and actually work. The big trick with self-help has 2 huge problems going for it. Problem number 1 is that we don't do the work, or we even do the work and we don't get the result we desire. And we turn it back on ourselves and say, we're a screw up, we're a loser, there's something wrong with me, I'm broken. Nothing could be further from the truth. And I have been there with you. That's challenge number 1 with self-help. Challenge number 2 with self-help is we don't do the work. We listen to show after show after show and read book after book after book. This is why maybe one of the reasons I'm such a great coach is when I get my hands on somebody, I say, let's throw out all of that and let's focus on only one or two things at a time. Simplify, simplify, simplify. But here's your one assignment. And so I want to challenge you with one assignment. Actually, I'm going to give you two tonight. But number one is to write out your assumptions, your challenges of that, and how you disrupt it. That's number one. Do that tonight after you get off the air with me. Close the computer or open a spreadsheet, unplug from the internet if you can, and do this assignment. Second thing, I had on Dr. Michael Lennox last week. Oh, first off, can't recommend the book Disrupt Yourself by Whitney Johnson enough. Love her, love her, love her. Love the book, love the book, love the book. And we'll try to put a link in the notes here where you can go and catch the show as well. All right. Second is Dr. Michael Lennox. We had him on talking about astrology for the new year, and we're going to have that video coming out soon. Because we're creating new shows, our videos are lagging about a week behind the audio right now. So you can, Dr. Michael Lennox came out on audio today. Whitney Johnson came out, I believe it was Wednesday last week on audio. You can find us iTunes, Spotify, anywhere that there are podcasts. We were talking about some major, there's an astrological event taking place that hasn't taken place in the last 500 years since, I guess, Magellan was crossing some straits back in 1519. And I think they were kicking out the conquistadors from the Incan Empire. There was an uprising, a revolt. 500 years ago and now, Saturn, Capricorn, if I get this right, Saturn got an alignment with Pluto 22 degrees from Capricorn, and then Jupiter came in the picture. What in the world does this mean? This means Saturn's considered the great teacher. Saturn is the one who brings things up and shows us, we've talked about a Saturn return every 30 years, shows us what we get to work on in our lives. Everything that hasn't been taken care of in the past comes back and kind of put in our face. And the great teacher says you get to take action on this. Saturn's coming around right now. At the same time, Pluto is coming around. Pluto is considered the planet of death. No, not this big bad specter of death, but of things burning down to make way for the new. I consider Pluto the Pele planet. Pele is the goddess on Hawaii, the volcano, goddess of fire, who burns down old earth to grow new earth in its place. So she's the goddess of death, you could say, and the goddess of life. That's what Pluto represents. Now you've got Jupiter coming into the picture, the biggest planet on the block. Jupiter is so big that if you took 2.5 times all of the other planets and put them together, you'd have Jupiter. Jupiter is an amplifier. Jupiter is a magnifier. What does this mean? It means that things that have been hid under the carpet, that's Pluto. Your dark self, your shadow self, things that need to come up to be burned away to make way for the new. Combined with the great teacher who is going to put things in front of your face and give you lessons. Combined with Jupiter, which is an amplifier, means that everything that you've been hiding or sweeping under the carpet is coming back, is coming up, and coming up fast. So you got two choices. One, you can let it come up, in which case I think the exact graphic would be poof. Stuff's going to go down. Or two, you can get it out from under the carpet, put it in the light, disrupt those old patterns, and change them. So, in essence, I've been calling 2020 the year of clarity. It's really a year of reckoning and clarity, of taking stock of everything that hasn't worked in the past, all of our worries, fears, and concerns, and patterns, bringing them into the light and creating something new. So my second homework assignment for you is on a sheet of paper, or you could do it after this first exercise, just continue on the spreadsheet, is be completely honest with yourself and write down any patterns, worries, fears, or concerns that you've been afraid to share with anybody, let alone with yourself. Bring them out into the light. It's part A of it. Part B, ask, how can I change this? What can I do about this? What can I do to shift my life? You do this, you will be disrupting patterns. It will feel, well, I got to be honest. This last couple weeks, I have felt like I'm keeping up with naught. I am keeping up as best as I can, but it's really uncomfortable as I'm going, whoa, I've got to take care of this. I've got to take care of the other thing. I haven't gotten on top of this. I haven't gotten on top of that. And each night I go to my poor Pookie and I go, quiet. What I'm not saying is quiet, I'm angry, quiet, I'm really upset. What I'm saying is right now I'm doing a bunch of my rewiring because my subconscious is really concerned about the number of changes that I'm making and the amount of things that I feel like I did not get to do before going to sleep. And so I'm going through some sort of a process of I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, or Emile Coué's each day and each day by day in every way, I am getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I am getting better and better. I'm just trying to repeat this to myself to go to sleep so that I have positive, empowering dreams to supercharge me for the day ahead, rather than negative, dreadful dreams where I wake up feeling like, oh God, not again. So I want to encourage you to challenge yourself, to disrupt your patterns, to realize it's going to be uncomfortable. It might feel icky. It might feel terrible, but is going to set you free for the amazing new year ahead. With that said, I'm going to open it up to some questions. A heads up, if the questions don't keep coming, we're going to call it good early tonight because we have so much disruption here that we get to do. So, Jessica, do we have any questions at this point?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet. Well, now's your chance. So do you want to fill in with a question to see if people will actually ask? And if not, we will call it short. And we are getting an angling going on. Well, now I've got to actually go down like this.
What? You weren't sitting.
Nuts when I cut my hair.
You weren't sitting like that before.
All righty, Pokey. What do we have for a question?
Well, what are some examples where you're disrupting your life?
So disrupting our lives with our videos, disrupting our lives by finding different ways to do things, whether that's uploading shows, whether that's the number of shows. I'm disrupting, even my workouts are changing right now. All of the patterns are open for examination, all of them. So what's happening here is I'm trying to answer a question. So I look at the Pookie, and the Pookie points back to the screen and says, I'm supposed to look at you, my audience. And as a very confused Hoobie, I go, huh? What? Huh? What? Do we have a next question? No.
Nope.
All right. "2020 can be a year of incredible greatness for you. The secret is to not go in on autopilot. The reason you're watching the show is because you want something more. You feel there is something more waiting for you. And the answer is, first off, cultivate an awareness. Who am I? Where am I going? What am I doing? Yes, I highly recommend the automatic writing program for this. There is no easier way to start to dive in on the inside and learn about yourself. But you get to ask these big picture questions. That is going to set you free for the new year. The second piece is you have to step forward. It's a two-step dance. So I was talking with Mitch Horowitz earlier today about law of attraction, about how we can manifest for the new year. And we have our automatic writing program, which I call AWE, the automatic writing experience. But AWE also stands for awareness with energy. When you bring awareness and you bring energy to whatever you want to do and you step forward, you can't help but bring it about. Where does the law of attraction go wrong? Well, we watch The Secret. We think we sit back on the couch, we put our hands on the steering wheel, and the Maserati or the Tesla magically falls to the sky, in which case you better run and duck for cover. Two challenges with that. Number one, it's saying visualize and experience, but it's not saying get that emotional state. Imagine your heart pounding. Imagine the sweat on your fingers. Imagine that you're going, oh my God, I can't believe I'm behind this amazing wheel. And I'm not saying the be all end all is having a car. That's just a material possession, although a Tesla is nice. But what I'm saying is we need that energy behind it. Two, We need to step forward. It's too easy to get complacent, to be watching show after show, to be watching YouTube live after YouTube live, or interview after interview, or even reading book after book, and never stepping forward. Let you in on a secret. If you stop watching the show, and I hope that you don't, I hope that I'm of some benefit to you, but if you did, and you took just one tool, whichever tool you want, and you carried that tool to fruition, you used it each and every day as if your life depends on it. Just one tool, pick one tool. An affirmation, an affirmation, a gratitude exercise, a visualization, a hypnagogic state, a self-hypnosis, anything, one tool. Tapping, there's a great one for you. You will completely transform your life. But why aren't you doing it? Because it takes a choice to step forward with everything that you've got. I'm not making judgment here, but what I've seen as a pattern is we say, oh my God, I'm running out of money. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And what we don't do is grab the shovel, the pickaxe, the phone, the whatever it takes and say, I'm going to do everything in my power as if my life depended on it to get out of this situation. Instead, we're stuck like deer in front of headlights watching the truck or train coming to us. I don't want that for you. What does that mean? Pick a tool, any one tool, and step forward with everything that you've got, with every ounce of energy or breath that you have. Talking with Mitch today, his answer in 2013, he could see the truck coming or the railroad, the train coming down the tracks. He went back to Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich and read each page and read it again still, and then took action on every single thing in that book in order as if his life depended on it. It's good that he did. He ended up without his job a few years later, but he's a millionaire now. Why is he a millionaire? Because he did the exercises in the book as if his life depended on it, and he stepped forward. When Jessica and I got to New Jersey, walloped off of Maui, you've probably heard this story before, but she was sick. We're out of funds. I got a car in the driveway. I can't even afford to get the car registered to drive it. That was our butts on fire moment. And I put the energy into it as if my life depended on it. And now we have hundreds of thousands of viewers in every country around the world. I've got coaching client after coaching client, change people's lives. I've got a multi-book deal. I've got one book coming out in September. I've got a second book that I'm going to be working on with a ghostwriter in March. I've got people knocking on my door for books. All of the greatness that took place was because I didn't say, oh my God, this is terrible. Believe me, before I got to New Jersey, and I love New Jersey, and I love everybody in New Jersey, but coming from Maui, beforehand, I was whining and complaining like the best of them. But I knew that once I got there, I was going to embrace it, I was going to embody it, and I was going to fight like hell to get ourselves in a better life situation. And that's my challenge for you. Wake up to the new year, write things down, challenge yourself, envision what you want the new year to feel like, emote it with everything that you have. How do I want to feel at the end of the year? What do I want it to look like? Is it a sense of freedom, abundance, independence, satisfaction, peace, a feeling of accomplishment? What do you want the end of 2020 to feel like? Write it down. And then write down the one step you're going to take at the beginning of the new year, not a resolution. This is a life change. This is a complete and total disruption. And this is a commitment. Make the commitment to yourself. Make your commitment on social media. Make it to every single person that you know. Why? Because humiliation and shame can actually carry us quite the distance. If we put it out there, we're going to find that we have to do it. And I want you to make the great change because you are capable of greatness. If you wake up, if you write it down, if you step forward. There are lots of ifs, but they're very simple to do. It doesn't matter how we say things. If we do it with gratitude, if we do it, if we've already got it, if we do it as I want, if we do it as a prayer, oh my God, go to prayer. No, the emotion, the heart, that's what's most important. All right. Do we have any questions now? If not, we are going to wrap this up and give
Yes.
people time
Well, first,
to start. Oh my God, Don A, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. We are 100% supported by you, our audience. And Don just made the most amazing donation here with
really awesome
with a
pair.
really awesome, it's a pair, it's a green pair dancing. So thank you so much, Don. You rock. All right, what do we have for questions?
I think it's an athletic pair.
It does. It has kind of a John McEnroe kind of headband going.
On.
Yes. Maybe that pair plays tennis. What are the questions?
Right.
Here, let me give you the mic.
Simply Faye asks, Michael, how do you align yourself to receive the magic and miracles the universe wants to shower you? I know magic and miracles are always available to us, so I want to receive it. Thank you.
Great question, Simply Faye. Two-step dance. First off, feel where the emotions are pulling you and go there without embarrassment, without hesitation. In other words, we get to let go of the program, Simply Faye, that says what we can and can't do, who we're allowed to hang with, what is good for us, what's not good for us. Or what my mom used to say is something akin to show me the money. Mom, I want to do this. Show me the money. I want to do that. Show me the money. We have to let go of the voices of well-meaning and not so well-meaning loved ones that are in our head that are telling us what's allowed and what's not, and instead be truly, fully, completely honest with ourselves. And if we are in our authentic selves, we get into flow. If we try to live somebody else's dreams, somebody else's life, somebody else's job, we may be able to put food on the table for a while, and that is hugely important. But we will have a very hard time finding ourselves in alignment. So we need to be brave enough to be honest with ourselves and allow that tug to pull us forward. Second, we need to go to the upper room. We need to catch ourselves when we're complaining, when we're passing judgment, when we're in a place of gossip, when we're anywhere but in a state of love, and find, kick, claw, drag our way back to that place of love. Question that I have been challenging all of my coaching clients this week is asking with each decision, is this decision honoring me? It's another way to put, is this from love? Is this from fear? Is this light? Is this heavy? Does this question honor me? Or does this answer honor me? Because if you're not honoring yourself, if you're dishonoring yourself, if you're sacrificing yourself or sacrificing your heart, it brings you down, 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 down. That is not a place of manifestation. That is not a place where you'll be showered. It is not a place where you'll be in flow. If, however, you have to do that for whatever reason, but you can switch it around and say, I am honored to do this. I am doing this from a place of love. I am doing for my highest good and the highest good of all, and I am happy to serve. And at the same time, I am truly honoring myself with every ounce of my being. You go to the upper room. The more that you can choose the upper room, the more that you can get to a higher vibrational state, the more you will be in the flow and change everything around you. I would encourage you, Simply Faye, write about everything that you're doing in life and say, does this feel light? Does this feel heavy? How can I choose more lightness? Look at how you speak to people. Look at how you speak to yourself. Certainly work on subconscious blocks, because those can knock us down even when we are. Heck, you can say, I want to be rich. I want to be rich. I want to be rich. And if your subconscious has watched maybe as a child that money was taken away from you, or you're punished for doing something with money, or your mom and dad had a huge fight over money, then no matter how much you say, I want to be rich, your subconscious is going, oh crap, duck and cover. I don't want that danger. And so we get to ferret out what the subconscious blocks are as well. So I guess that was three suggestions, Simply Faye. And I want to wish you the most beautiful, beautiful new year ahead. And so happy holidays and happy new year. Do we have a next question?
I do. There's a question from Hisami, but I'm going to jump to Kay Farnans right now because it relates to what you just said. Is the law of attraction a battle of the minds?
No. No, Kay. Is it Kay Farney? Or Kay Farden? It is not a battle of the minds. In fact, the law of attraction is the antithesis of the mind. The mind can get away with, can get in the way of the law of attraction, but it is not the law of attraction. So I'm so glad you brought this up. So if we do a Napoleon Hill exercise where we write down what our dreams are, for instance, and we read this index card to ourselves each and every day, which to me is a mind exercise, we get nada, zero, nothing. Why? Because the mind has no say over the universe. The mind is the bus driver. It can get you where the map guides you, but the map maker is the heart or your emotions. Bus driver, map maker. Bus driver, map maker. Why does this matter? Because the bus driver doesn't have a clue where to go unless it follows the map maker. So if you want to create, if you want to manifest, you need to go to the heart, you need to go to the map, or the best way I describe it is you need to take the largest stone of awareness or attention or emotion that you can possibly lift and throw it with everything you've got into the pond of intention. When that rock hits, when that stone hits, it creates massive waves and ripples in your life. There's an expression, as above, so below. You're an alchemist. I'm an alchemist. What does that mean? It means we create on an energetic plane and we bring it back here to Earth. Well, how do we create on an energetic plane? By creating a field of energy. And it's been shown by heart math, it's been shown by scientists all around the world. The energetic field that you can create is not from the mind. That's Picayune. It's from the heart. So there's no battle here. We go to the heart, we go to emotion. Now, the mind may kick back, which is where we can do subconscious work, we can do affirmations before bedtime, we can do emotion code, we can do self-hypnosis. We can literally work on, I mentioned heart math earlier, we can work on heart coherence, which is allowing the heart to drive the ship. But we get to work on healing the mind so that it gets the heck out of the way. Brilliant, brilliant question, Kay Farnan. Thank you so, so much. Next question.
Next question is from Hisami, who writes, how do I cope with power harassment in a job setting?
Okay, Harami, there are a few thoughts here.
Hisami,
excuse me. Hisami, few thoughts here on power and harassment in the workplace. First question is, how can we go to the upper room? How can we bring more love to the situation? How we can crank up that inner love? For myself, my recommendation is to go to a 4-part prayer. It's a Hawaiian healing prayer. It is the most powerful prayer or tool I've found to help with harassment situations or personal conflicts. You say these lines, there are 4 different lines. You can say them, in any order, and I would repeat them over and over again each night. Basically, I would imagine that your coworkers, you can, I wish I had a coin on me, but we're going to take this nice little crystal right here.
Can I add additional information?
Please add additional information.
As a result, I was assigned very simple work and non-professional work.
Okay. So a couple thoughts. First off, I want to share with you this prayer, but secondly, it may be time to leave. Often these situations are happening because we are out of alignment and there's something even better for us. So we can raise our vibration. We can try to heal this situation, but it may be that you are best suited for another environment. If you are working with Hisami, is that it? Hisami, if you are working with me as a coaching client, I would want us to step back and look at this situation. First, I'm going to want to bring love to it, but I'm going to step back and say, how is this here to serve me? What is the lesson that I'm getting from it? Why did it happen at this particular time? And how can we turn this into the most positive situation possible? Certainly have you going into automatic writing and literally writing to angels or guides and asking, angels, guides, why did this happen to me? What I would not do is be going to a place of rejection or a place rejection, dejection, or not so much self-pity. Bear with me. The word is escaping me, but in essence, I want you to realize that the universe is happening for you and to you. Victimhood. Don't succumb to victimhood. Victimhood is taking the lower room. It's putting yourself in a lower energetic state where you get dragged down further and further. It's not a poor me, woe is me. It's a wow, this is happening for me, through me, not to me. Something great can come of this. Now, every time I've been fired or let go, and that has been numerous times earlier in my careers, that was always here to serve me as long as I didn't let it bring me down to the gutter. Now, it's okay to mourn. It's okay to grieve. These are natural. These are normal. These are necessary. But then we get to dust ourselves off. I don't want to say how long it's going to take. And we say, what's the or something better here for me? Now, with that said, while you are still there, I love you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. I want you repeating this prayer to and for yourself, because we are all one. Imagine the employer, or imagine the employees, imagine them as a golden coin, and drop that golden coin in through your third eye, down into your heart. Then forget about them and just repeat over and over again each night before you go to bed. I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. What you're saying is, I love you, Hisami. Please forgive me, Hisami, for any ways I may have hurt you. I am sorry, Hisami, for this situation and for any pain that you're feeling. And thank you, Hisami. Thank you for taking such great care of me. I love you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. The more that you do that, the more you heal yourself, the more you bring yourself to the upper room, which that alone can change everything around you. However, I am going to encourage you that unless you absolutely need this job right now, and if so, let's still work to get you out. If not, let's set you free and allow for something even better. Oftentimes, it takes casting away that safety, casting away that line, cutting ourselves free from the shore that allows the something better to come in. And if we hold on with everything that we've got, we don't allow room for the universe to chase us down. Would I go to meditation during this time? Absolutely. Would I work to quiet my mind? Absolutely. Would I do tapping exercises, of which we've covered in numerous interviews here, to help detune the nervous system? Absolutely. Would I write about how something even better is possible from this? You betcha. So, Hisami, I'm not going to say this lightly at all, but I am going to say congratulations. I believe you're being set free, which could be incredibly painful right now. And I'm not making light of it. I've been there. I had a summer I ate dog food because I couldn't find a way to make any more money. Little did I know what I know now. But something better, something great can come out of this. Allow that in. Step into the upper room. Did we have another question or two? And I'm going to try standing because my back is excited to be in the chair tonight.
Let's see. Busy Fina writes, please help me. I'm trying to find out who I was in my past life. I feel like I need to something. There are spirits that are trying to give me a message. What do you know about reincarnation?
So Busy Fina, that is an awesome question. So for myself, the easiest recommendation would be to go to a past life regression therapist, somebody in the Dolores Cannon family, for example, of teaching can help dramatically, or the group in Virginia. Let's see if their name comes to me. It is not. If you look up past life regression therapy and Virginia Beach, Edgar Cayce Foundation is another one that has great experts across the country who can help you with that. That's the first place I would go. Secondly, I would go to my dream time, either quite literally, which is going into prayer before I sleep and asking to be shown what my past life or lives were first, or secondly, get a drum or look up shamanic drumming on YouTube and follow that drumming. Go and picture yourself taking a walk, and there's lots of videos out there that can guide you through this, taking a walk into, say, a hole in a tree, a hole in the ground, going to the underworld. This doesn't mean hell or anything. This just means another plane of existence, and asking for a guide to come in who can show you what you need to see for your past life or lives. And then after you're done, thanking them so much, and coming back out exactly the way you came in. This is where I would start. You can find out some about this in automatic writing. The trick is, when it comes to past lives, it's very easy. There's a reason that everybody believes they were Cleopatra, or everybody believes that they were a king or a president or some higher up of anything anywhere. The reason is, I believe, our ego gets in the way. So our thinking mind gets in the way. So it's much more helpful if you get a guide, if you get somebody who can help you on this journey, whether that's prayer, spirit, angel at night, whether that's a guide in the underworld, whether that's having a shamanic ceremony, quite literally, or going to a past life regression therapist. But that's where I would start. Do you have another question?
Yes. Our next question is from S. Fox.
Yes.
I'm trying to scroll back to where it started.
Okay.
Okay. I've just reviewed my last quarter in business.
Yeah.
Less sales, but much higher value, client leverage.
Awesome.
Curious how to continue into 2020. And as Fox writes, the work I am doing is outside, painted window art that's challenging due to weather. It's where I'm creating my best income, however. I need more work or more often and choose indoor work. Wondering what to do to disrupt the pattern to upgrade.
So as Fox, that is a great question. That is a brilliant question. First off, congratulations on how your business. The next step of this is, first off, let's go to a feeling place. Let's put ourselves at the end of 2020. So we're here on this call, but it's now 2020. And Jessica and I, maybe we have a bouncing girl at that point, and life is really cool. And you have found that you're doing all the indoor work you can handle, and you no longer have to worry about the weather. And you have all these amazing upscale clients. How does it get any better than this? And I want you to feel that state, that emotional state of what that will feel like. You're secure, you're warm, you're comfortable, you're plugged into source, you're doing incredible work, you love the people you're working with, you have a waiting list that goes out maybe 6 months. How does it get any better than this? I want you to write that out and envision and emote that. Put that out there in the energy of love, of freedom, of abundance, of independence, of accomplishment. That's the first thing that I want you to do. The second thing that I want you to do is write a letter. Go into, do a meditation, go quiet, put on some theta brain entrainment music. You can find a bunch online, or you can get our automatic writing course. It's got it included. And I want you in this sacred space to imagine that you are you a year from now, and write a letter to your present day self asking, how did you get there? What guidance can you give me? What can you share with me to help me along my path? So these are powerful things that we can do on an energetic plane. Now, on a merely physical plane, one thing we can do is ask about referrals. If you love my work, is there anybody you can share? You can point me towards. See how your website is doing. What can you put up on there, and what can you put up as far as testimonials on there? And then ask yourself, are there jobs that I'm not taking that would tremendously help me on this path that I am scared to step forward into? Often we confuse fear and excitement. Fear is excitement without forward motion. As soon as we're willing to take that motion, to take the jobs that we said, oh, I can't take that, I can't do that, I'm too afraid, I'm too this, I'm too that, we will then disrupt the pattern and create something new. But I would go first to the energetic side of things, and then I would challenge myself, how can I do things differently in the new year? And who can I ask to help me bring in business, even if, or especially if, it brings up some fear in the process? Congratulations again. 2020 is going to be an amazing year ahead for you. Any more questions?
What do you think about a treadmill?
For myself,
Yes.
a standing treadmill, I would love to give it a try, and I have no idea if I'm going to like it or not, because I like this, the focus that comes sitting down. But it might be disrupting my pattern that is essential to help my back feel better, because my back has limiting belief, but it feels like it is sat too much this year. Am I willing to try it? Yes. Do I want some more patron support to help me buy that treadmill thing? Yes, because we put it all into our amazing employees to give you incredible content. I'm not above asking for your support. Believe me, I am not above it. And if you love the show, then you should not be above opening your wallet and supporting the show. But with that said, I would love to try a treadmill desk. I've looked at them. I don't just want a walking treadmill desk because that flat surface, I think, could create an overuse injury. I want one that has an incline on it and that will allow me to go faster and slower to adjust my pace. With that said, we did just order a rebounder so that I can bouncing around in the house.
Yeah. But that wouldn't work for the live because that would make people nauseous.
Oh my God, you'd have people barfing left and right. That would not be kind.
I would barf.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Anyway, do we have questions?
I think we're good.
All right. Well, I love you guys so much.
Wait, you can't just do Yowzers.
All right. We have to do a kitty cameo. I was actually going to let them know about Patreon, about coaching, about their automatic writing program. But no, we're going to Meowsers. Oh, Meowsers. May I borrow you for a minute? May I, good boy? Oh, yeah, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy.
Meowsers just got disrupted.
I am Oreo. So this is what we call a not so dignified kitty position. But he has learned how to just melt into my arms. This is the most powerful mouser birder former, he's in retirement now, kitty that you have ever met. And he was a semi-feral kitty, and he was the big boy on the block. But we have given him so much love. And he has just become a complete and total puddle of love. He is the most, oh geez. Hi. He is the most loving, amazing kitty on the planet, and has just taught us so much about how when you bring love, I'm so sorry, this is not a dignified position. When you bring love to anyone and you just treat them with total love and compassion, how much they can melt into your life as well. This, well, not the claw in the face, but this is how...
He's purring.
Oh, this is how you get to treat the world. If you treat the world with this amount... Wrong cat.
Love bug is
love
purring.
bug in her lap is purring. If you treat the world with this much love, not just to those you care about, but to those you do not care for. If you treat everyone in the world with this much love, we will change the planet. You will change your life. You will go to the upper room, and everything and everyone around you will change. Oh yeah, come down just a little more even. Let's get the full Meowser effect. The total Meowser. Oh yeah. So, all right, automaticwriting.com. If you haven't gotten it, why not? It's the most powerful tool. I want everybody to get it. I'm completely and totally biased. I have no shame about this. And I'm not like Mr. Salesy or anything. It'll change your life. We use it every single day. Oh, what kind of look do we got going here? So that's automaticwriting.com. Secondly, if you want coaching in the new year, I'm out to about February right now. It's going to be out further than that. You need to get a free one-on-one strategy session with me. Specifically, if you're into paying for coaching, I can help you. I can help change your life. I can get you unstuck. I can help you with everything we've talked about here tonight, but without you being overwhelmed. Simply come to inspirenationshow.com/coaching. And last but certainly not least, we could use your help. Homie needs a treadmill, apparently, a treadmill desk, and we need more equipment. And we've got an incredible staff to bring you everything that you need. And so to help keep the show going and growing strong, we could use your support. So come on over to patreon.com/InspireNation, become a Backstage Pass member. And last but not least, we've been playing on Instagram. We've been playing on Facebook. But ooh, boy, have I been playing on TikTok. And so you can find me on, I believe it's Inspire Nation Show on TikTok, where I'm putting out at least a video a day. I've been putting out shorter little pieces. I think I'm going to be going with some longer ones after today, going up to some 60-second ones. They're all fun. You'll get to see a lot of my alter ego self. I am sometimes a little bit of a squirrel on crack. Sometimes I'm a little bit of a quiet Buddha-like character, and you'll get to see all of it there on TikTok. So that's all I've got until the new year. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I cannot express this enough. There is nobody more special than anybody else. We have all been there. We are all on this journey together. We are all greatness. Yes, you are great. You are God. You are a spiritual being having a human existence, and you are capable of truly anything. So I love you so much. I want to support you on this journey. I want to walk hand on hand in this journey with you. And just to let you know, you are love. You come from love. You couldn't be anything other than love, no matter how you tried. And 2020 can be the most incredible and amazing year ahead for you. Absolutely, no matter what, without exception. With that said, I've got to put down the Sir Meowsers here, or I am going to get harpooned and hurt very, very badly. And shine bright. Love you guys.
Happy holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Whoops.
Oh, we're stuck. We're stuck. Oh, we're stuck. That's what we call a modified jersey. Love you guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.